I bought it, received it, put it up, and now I've sold it in less than 2 weeks. So that's what's cool about what I like to do a lot of time. At least a quarter of my business is buying from an auction, reselling it within 2 weeks, never having to leave my house, and making money. And so it turned 750 into 30.
Hey, Bluegrass, can we go thrift shopping?
Hello, YouTube world. My name is Anthony Long. Welcome back to the Bluegrass Picker channel. You came back. Why? Why would you? Sure glad you did. What sold on eBay this weekend? First two things that sold were these 45s. I bought these from a YouTube auction. Westside Gary, one of the guys at auctions, is Who's Tom Cruise, and he specializes in media and especially vinyl. He was a DJ back in the day, and so now he uses his expertise to buy and sell things. And I bought these in lots of 250, and I paid from 100 to 150. So I've spent usually around 60 cents a piece for these. But the ones that sell the best are, of course, the ones that have their cover still. And this is a Bob Seger old time rock and roll, and this was from the movie Risky Business. Tom Cruise back there sliding around on his socks playing the guitar. And this went for, I believe, $6.95, and I'll put it in these little plastic things, zip it up, and put it in a box that I buy on eBay, and then slip it in the poly mailer. I believe it's an 8x12 poly mailer. Next one I sold was this Kiss, Reason to Live, and then the other one is Thief in the Night. It's a cool 45. It's pretty neat looking. It's weird, you know, usually with Kiss you see them always dressed up in their garb, so it's kind of neat to see them actually have their have it off. But anyway, this one went for $7.91, and plus, of course, shipping on top. So good sales. I mean, some people don't like to sell, lower priced items. I get that. But when you're putting in 50 cents to 60 cents into them and turning out $7 to $10, I don't mind, especially because I just like media. And it's going to a collector, so that's kind of cool too. It's like repurposing cool collectibles. It's kind of how I think of it anymore. I did when I first started, but now I do. Anyway, next thing I sold was, this is a Prism Sammy Watkins. Honestly, surprised it sold. I think I had it up for like $6.95. Someone sent me an offer for $6, and I took it. I have at least two more of these in my store. He was a good Chiefs player. He was a really high, top 3 draft picks one year. He was really great in college. He's been okay in the NFL. He had one of the best catches for the Chiefs in Chiefs history in 2015 in the Super Bowl. Sorry, alarm's going off. Coffee's ready. But he had a catch against Richard Sherman that basically it won the game. So a guy can be not that great or average on the team, but the one game when you need him, we got to play. So it's kind of a cool thing, and he's moved on, and just to get some money out of him is impressive. And I've got pennies into that. Next thing that sold was this Cornell Powell. He's which is funny, he basically is replacing Sammy Watkins. He's a lot like Sammy Watkins, a big guy, possession guy, but he's really still fast. He played for Clemson. He was a guy that Trevor Lawrence threw to, and he should be a good player. I think he's having a good spring, or a good training camp. And this is his autograph. I got it, and it's not numbered. It's a sticker auto, so it's the least valuable auto. And but it went for $10. I paid, I can't remember, $30 for the lot. So it just gets back some of my money. and I'll take that all day. Next thing that sold was this Lynn Dawson. It's a printing plate. This is what they actually use to make cards, and they use this to dip in the ink, and they smack the card with it. And there's always four. This one is the yellow plate, and this is just a base card, but it's neat to get. It's one of one, but it's the only plate they used. It's the yellow one of one. It's really one of four if you count all the plates, but it's the only yellow one. So it's pretty cool. I had it for $39.95. You can see there in my booth. Never really sold. I pulled it out. It sold for $30. I think $30, $30 to $33, and someone sent me an offer and I took it. So that was a great sale. And I got this one, and I paid less than $30 for that break. And I had some other cards I've already sold out of that, so it's almost free. And these last two are really kind of cool, and this is something I really like to do because I like sports cars. When you have a niche, you don't have to look up things. That's the beauty of knowing your niche. That's one thing I've really learned is you don't have to go comp everything. You kind of know what things are worth, so you can get good deals real quick because you don't have to go look it up. And what I'll do sometimes, it just kind of depends. I might be trying to get one player, looking them up, seeing what's ending soonest in auctions, and just kind of sniping stuff. I'll wait till 5 seconds, and then I know what price I want to give. Some people just trying to get the best price, and they're just I know what I'm willing to give, and I just put it in. And a lot of times it goes lower, so something I suggest. But I put this one in. It's Prism Auto is what I'll put in sometimes, just to see what's going, because some people just get there's so many auctions going on all the time on eBay for sports cards that people get lost in how many there is, and that's why I never sell an auction. And people don't want to wait to buy it, and so a lot of people you scare off a lot of customers because they don't want to wait. But this is kind of cool. It's the Prism hologram there. And this one is neat because it's 1 out of 50, and it's the first one. So it's the first one of the print. And this is a rookie, and his name is Abraham Toro. And I bought this right before he got traded. But he's a really good rookie that has a lot of potential. And he got traded to the Mariners at the right time. And people have him in their heads, it sells. And I got a lot of offers. And I think I had it up for $35 or $40, and someone sent me an offer between 30 and 35. I can't remember exactly, and I took it. But the cool thing is I bought it for $7.50 free shipping, and I bought it, received it, put it up, and now I've sold it in less than 2 weeks. So that's what's cool about what I like to do a lot of times. At least a quarter of my business is buying from an auction, reselling it within 2 weeks, never having to leave my house, and making money. And so it turned $7.50 into 30, whatever the comp is here. And the next one I did the same thing. Didn't quite make as much money, but I just know it's a good one. His name is Nick Bolton. He's a MU linebacker that was drafted in the second round, the first pick for the Chiefs. And this number is 7 of 75. But a Panini Prism Cracked Ice is a good one in football. And I've already sold one, I think, of 100 for $34. So I knew this one would go for pretty good money. And I believe this one went for $34.95. And I bought this one, same thing, less than 2 weeks ago, and sold it. And I spent $12 plus $4 shipping, so like $16.50, turned it into $35, flip. So something I recommend people doing if you know sports cards. If not, you can always learn something new if you like sports. If you like sports, then you kind of already know sports cards, because it's really about who's hot, who do you think might have potential, and I like scouting people. And it doesn't always work out, but I always pretty much make my money back. Sometimes on breaks you don't, but every once in a while you get a $400 autograph from a $30 break. So just kind of depends on what you're looking to do. But these are some of the things I like to do and buy, and how I like to sell on eBay. So grind on, friends.
Bye from Bluegrass Pickers. Stay tuned.